Colombia is a land famous not only for its breathtaking scenery and rich cultural heritage, but also for being home to some of the most beautiful women in Latin America. In 2024, Colombia continues to captivate hearts with the charm and charisma of its people. However, to get a full picture of what life is like here, we need to look closer at Colombia's people and the job situation. In this video, we'll focus on Colombia's unique qualities and explore life in its well-known cities through the eyes of the locals. Medellín, the second largest city in Colombia, is perhaps the most famous city in Colombia, known all over the world. Known for its tourism and job opportunities, Medellín also has a high crime rate. Once infamous as the home of Pablo Escobar's cartel, it has transformed its image and now attracts visitors from around the globe. The city buzzes with vibrant nightlife, featuring music, dancing, graffiti, street food, and stylish people. Founded in the 17th century, Medellín grew from a small town to a bustling metropolis with nearly 4 million residents. Including surrounding areas, the population exceeds 5 million. Early on, unemployment drove many to coastal towns, but the rise of the textile industry helped Medellín thrive. Escobar's era brought fear and tragedy, and today sites of remembrance for his victims are visited by tourists and mourning relatives alike. Despite its turbulent past, Medellín continues to grow. Its skyline, dotted with tall, reddish apartment buildings, mirrors its resilience and progress. Certainly, there are still people living in older, lower-rise buildings in the less developed parts of the city. Commune 13, once the Escobar gang's stronghold, is now one of the top tourist destinations. This surge in tourism benefits locals, helping shops and street vendors thrive. Artistic designs have transformed Commune 13, showcasing the talent of Colombian artists. Despite Escobar's dark legacy, this area now represents significant economic value and contributes to the city's economy. Ever wondered how Colombia's unique estate system impacts daily life? The classification of neighborhoods into different strata significantly affects the quality of life and opportunities for residents. In the city's better neighborhoods, the reddish buildings where people live look quite striking up close. They don't have balconies but appear sturdy and new. However, living on the upper floors might not be ideal for those afraid of heights. Some of these tall, brick-colored apartment buildings even offer rooftop pools, providing residents with a panoramic pool experience. In Colombia, there is a class distinction among buildings and neighborhoods known as the estate system. For example, neighborhoods are classified as Estrato 4 or Estrato 6 based on socioeconomic status. These classifications reflect the status of the residents. Some areas don't even reach Estrato 4 and are designated as Strata 1, 2, or 3. This system is somewhat similar to the star rating system used for hotels. Imagine areas where people have no more than 3-star amenities, while others live with 5-star quality of life. People in Strata 1, 2, and 3 usually have small shops and low-skilled jobs and live in rural areas, earning modest incomes. They might be street vendors or hotel cleaners. People in Strata 4 and 5 are typically service workers, including hotel receptionists, clerks at hospitals and public institutes, nurses and private security personnel. For example, there's a neighborhood called Quebrada where people in Strata 4, 5, and 6 live. Even in apartment buildings in these areas, there are usually at least 3 doormen, and some have security cameras and special entry doors. These elite areas are entirely safe, with cafe-style co-working spaces where people can work comfortably in a Starbucks-like ambience, sipping their beers or coffees. You can confidently place your valuable items on the table and focus on your work. This may seem simple and ordinary to you, but in Colombia, creating such secure and classy cafe spaces is a luxury that people have gradually gained over time, because there are still many muggers and thieves in their cities. If you live in Colombia and are unemployed, you can do courier work with just an electric bicycle and make a living. If you don't want to be tied to a place, you can set up a stand to sell products you're skilled at making in the streets of Colombia. For instance, many people sell fruits and vegetables from their mobile stands. Some sell soups they make themselves. Selling a ladle of this soup called mazamorra costs about 50 cents or half of $1 American. This soup is a Colombian favorite. Besides, Colombians love large portions and eat plenty of food, like all Latin American countries. Apart from food, some street vendors sell flowers from mobile carts, while others make refreshing lemon-flavored drinks. Don't think sales are low, especially for flower sellers, because flowers are a popular decorative item in Colombia. People buy flowers to beautify their homes. Flowers are not given away for free and have a monetary value. Vendors selling avocados and pineapples often have riper and tastier products than supermarkets, and they sell them cheaper. In Colombia, people also keep parrots and hummingbirds in their apartments. They liken themselves to hummingbirds because hummingbirds are the only bird species that can fly backward. As time progressed in Colombia, people thought of themselves as going backward and gave themselves the nickname hummingbird. The abundance of green decorations in cafes, streets, and buildings reflects Colombia's climate and shows that people who love greenery and trees are more peaceful here. Colombia, located at the edge of the Amazon rainforest, has a culture intertwined with nature. This allows them to breathe more oxygen and makes them healthier and happier, enabling them to live up to their 80s. People also often walk their dogs on the streets. Colombians are friendly towards both birds and dogs. They usually keep large dogs with muscle rather than decorative dogs. If you see someone walking more than 10 dogs at once, these people are dog walkers who make a living from this job. Wealthy people with busy schedules hire dog walkers and make regular payments for their services. Occasionally, you may encounter unexpected surprises at traffic lights while traveling by taxi or car. Dance groups of 10 to 15 people perform dance shows at the traffic lights. Instead of waiting bored at red lights, you get to enjoy a dance performance for a few seconds. Of course, you should donate whatever you can afford to these dancers afterward. After all, they put in effort and work for their bread. These shows are not simple tasks that anyone can do. They display meticulously choreographed figures. People in Colombia look for ways to profit from every opportunity. Even people with the slightest artistic ability set up ropes between trees and perform circus shows. Colombian women captivate the world with their stunning beauty and unique blend of indigenous, African, and European ancestry. They frequently win international beauty titles like Miss Universe, admired for their distinctive and exotic looks. Their hourglass figures, thick and bouncy hair, and expressive eyes in various shades make them stand out. The warm climate gives their diverse skin tones a natural, sun-kissed glow. Beyond beauty, Colombian women are celebrated for their warmth, friendliness, and passion. They thrive in social settings, enjoying lively conversations and dancing, especially salsa. Education is highly valued, and many women pursue higher education, often becoming fluent in multiple languages. Family and social ties are crucial, and in relationships, Colombian women are known for their loyalty and devotion. In recent decades, the influence of wealth and advanced plastic surgery has led to noticeable transformations in the body shapes of many Colombian women. Starting with the cartel's influence, women began resorting to procedures such as breast and buttock augmentations. Wealthy and influential figures, like Pablo Escobar, funded these procedures, setting a trend that continues to this day. As a result, many women in Colombia, especially in cities like Cartagena, have undergone plastic surgery to enhance their figures, attracting considerable attention from local men. Cartagena's vibrant social scene sees women enjoying cafes and nightlife, often in revealing outfits. The city is also known for its performers who showcase their talents for financial rewards. Despite the lively atmosphere, tourists sometimes face challenges, including theft. European women seeking short-term relationships often encounter financial scams, with some Colombian men taking advantage of their hopes. Additionally, Venezuelan refugees in Colombia sometimes resort to scams for quick money, impacting tourists and locals alike. Despite these challenges, Cartagena's historic charm and lively social life continue to attract visitors from around the world. Colombia's nightlife is an explosion of energy and excitement, arguably the liveliest in the world. The men and women here are celebrated for their stunning beauty and confident charm, known far beyond South America. Colombian women, in particular, are often dressed to impress and exude openness and friendliness. If you're visiting Colombia to meet new people and enjoy the vibrant nightlife, you'll be welcomed with open arms, especially if you present yourself well. Did you know that Colombia's nightlife is considered one of the most lively in the world? Medellín, in particular, is famous for its vibrant and energetic nightlife, attracting visitors from across the globe. Colombians are generally positive towards Europeans and Americans, engaging more with those who seem to have a higher economic status. While Argentina is known for its friendly people, Colombia stands out as Latin America's most attractive and joyful country. Only Thailand matches Colombia in offering high-end entertainment on a budget, making them global leaders in affordable, high-quality fun. Medellín is the epicenter of this vibrant nightlife. As you stroll through its streets at night, you'll witness the city's infectious energy and friendly crowds. Colombians love to celebrate with Latin dances, ensuring endless fun and numerous chances to connect with the locals. In Colombia, joy and happiness are ever present. Approach a local woman in the evening, and you're likely to be met with a warm smile and engaging conversation, especially if you're well-groomed and polite. Relationships often begin with dancing, a central part of Colombian social life, with music and dancing continuing until dawn. Parqueleras in Medellín is the heart of the nightlife, brimming with bars, clubs, and restaurants. It's a vibrant hotspot for both locals and tourists, featuring street performers and lively outdoor seating. For a more local experience, visit Laurel's, known for its laid-back vibe, numerous bars, cafes, and salsa clubs, especially around La Setenta, where Colombia's love for fun and festivity truly shines. Colombia bursts with vibrant culture, stunning beaches, and attractive people, drawing countless visitors from the United States and Canada each year. Medellín's streets buzz with life, filled with concerts, festivals, weddings, and sometimes crime. But once you settle in, Colombia's dynamic party scene and the genuine warmth of its locals captivate you. Colombians are hardworking and welcoming, with a saying, "Mi casa es su casa, my house is your house," that truly makes you feel at home. Their hospitality shines through their efforts to keep the bustling tourist spots clean and safe, with gatekeepers ensuring security and locals sweeping and mopping diligently. Oral hygiene is a point of pride, with people brushing their teeth 4 times a day, even in public spaces. Their bright smiles fuel a thriving dental tourism industry, attracting visitors from Europe, Canada, and the United States seeking affordable care. If you're living in a new, high-ceilinged, 3-bedroom, 1,500-square-foot apartment like Lawless, you'll need to budget about $1,000 per month. This cost includes expenses for electricity, water, and internet. However, living in Colombia's elite neighborhoods can be a bit more expensive. The cost of living in Colombia in the year 2024 is quite affordable compared to many Western countries. For a single person, estimated monthly costs excluding rent range from $524 to $1,077, depending on the city and lifestyle. For a family of 4, estimated costs excluding rent range from approximately $1,599 to $2,299. The rental price for a furnished 1-bedroom apartment in an expensive area is between $480 and $868. In a more typical area, rent ranges from $271 to $479. A monthly public transportation pass costs around $38 and gas per liter is about $1.04. Overall, Colombia has a relatively low cost of living, especially in terms of housing and daily necessities. Cities like Medellín, Bogotá, and Cartagena may cost more due to their popularity and amenities, but they are still affordable compared to many other global cities. Moving to Colombia requires learning the local language fluently to settle in permanently. Money laundering crimes are common, so you can't freely take your hard-earned money out of the country. You must prove your money is clean and provide valid reasons for transferring it out. The government prefers to keep the currency within Colombia and doesn't favor taking money earned in the country out. For those considering doing business in Colombia, be aware that the income tax rate is 35%. This rate is relatively high, especially compared to other regions. High taxes are common in underdeveloped countries with high inflation and low monthly incomes, which is typical across many South American countries. Despite the high taxes, you'll often find the main squares in cities exceptionally clean. The Colombian peso has experienced significant devaluation. Currently, one US dollar is equivalent to about 4,200 Colombian pesos. You can enjoy a hearty meal anywhere in the country for around 12,000 pesos, which is roughly $3. Staying in luxury hotels can cost around $35 per night. In Medellín and the capital city, Bogotá, the average person earns about $300 a month. The minimum wage in Colombia is $261, meaning local residents do not have as comfortable a life as tourists. The country has an Uber system, and for around $3 you can travel anywhere in Medellín without dealing with crowded public transportation. While Colombia offers a vibrant and exciting experience for tourists and expats, caution is essential. In major cities, there's a local joke: never stick your hand out the window when driving at night, as motorbikes can snatch your watch or phone in seconds. In the 1990s, baton attacks on cars were common, leading to theft at traffic lights. Although things have improved, crime rates are still high, and vigilance is necessary. During the peak of motorbike crime, it was even considered illegal for motorcyclists to wear helmets. Normally, traffic laws require helmets, but in Colombia, motorcyclists were not required to wear them, so that if they committed a crime, their faces would be recorded on camera. These recordings allowed police to quickly identify and arrest them. Today, facial recognition systems have advanced greatly, and high-tech security cameras are present throughout Colombia. The fast pace of life in this country promotes various activities and increases the number of crimes. If Colombia is famous for one thing, it is the sophistication of its scams. If you shop on less reputable or personal-focused platforms outside of well-known websites, you can easily get scammed. It could be about a phone, renting an apartment, or almost anything you need. Colombian scammers, once they understand your needs, will create Hollywood-quality scripts to lure you into their trap and extort money from you. For example, if you like an apartment you find on the internet, they will show you official documents and ask for payment in advance. But when you actually get there, you realize that the apartment doesn't even exist. Locals are very convincing, especially if they feel you have money. In this sense, they are really trying to make $3 or $5 with their efforts and deserve recognition. Beware of street vendors offering tobacco like herbs. There have been tragic cases of tourists from the United Kingdom and the United States dying from these substances. Always think twice before inhaling anything offered to you. Even seemingly harmless substances can cause severe reactions or heart attacks. As a result, you may lose your life for unknown reasons. Therefore, you must be absolutely sure about what you eat and drink in the country. From this, one can deduce that the streets of Colombian cities have a constantly vibrant vitality. This life contains both positive and negative examples. The people who keep the streets running 24 hours a day are the traveling salesmen selling their own products. Rest assured that they will do anything to get in your good graces. But there are also some people who, despite their limited abilities, are still willing to help you. They may try to bring you the only spare tire from the other side of the world or assist in solving your problems. The Colombian police, in particular, can help with language barriers because foreigners can easily get lost in Colombia due to language issues. Colombia offers a cost-effective lifestyle for many, but one initial hurdle for newcomers is the low rate of fluent English speakers. This language barrier can be challenging for Americans and Europeans at first, but over time they adapt and learn Spanish. However, some opportunistic locals may try to take advantage of this situation. One of the biggest challenges for shop owners in Colombia is the weather. Being near the equator, the country experiences very hot and humid conditions. The steep angle of sunlight adds to the intensity of the heat. With crowded cities both day and night, it's crucial to be vigilant about personal belongings. Pickpocketing is common, so tourists often carry only the cash they plan to spend and leave their wallets behind. It's not unusual to see police apprehending pickpockets even during the day. In Medellín, street performances are a unique aspect of city life. When the traffic lights turn red, dancers take to the streets, performing in front of stopped cars and then asking for money. This street culture also includes windshield cleaners who jump in front of cars to earn a living. Ever wondered about the darker side of Colombia's economy? Prostitution is a legal and common way for many women to earn a living, reflecting the complex socio-economic landscape of the country. Prostitution is another prevalent means of income for some women in Colombia. The government does not impose sanctions on this profession, making it one of the most accessible ways for women to earn quick money. In Medellín, it is particularly notable that with sufficient funds, one can easily find companionship at any time of the day or night. Colombia is enchanted with its breathtaking landscapes and vibrant culture, and its women are undeniably stunning. But beneath this beauty lies a darker reality. Colombia remains a major player in the illegal drug market, being one of the world's top cocaine producers. Despite ongoing efforts, the country struggles to eradicate coca fields and dismantle powerful drug cartels that smuggle cocaine worldwide. These operations are managed by formidable criminal organizations. Illegal gold mining is rampant, especially in remote areas. This destructive activity contaminates water sources with mercury and causes deforestation, harming both the environment and local communities. Workers often endure exploitation in harsh conditions. In Colombia, it's not uncommon to see groups arriving in 5 or 6 cars and sitting down together. The people sitting next to you might be gang members, but they could easily be mistaken for a normal group of friends. Interestingly, the mistresses of Colombian cartel members often have extremely curvaceous bodies, a tradition that dates back to the era of Pablo Escobar. Colombia, a country of stunning contrasts, is home to some of the most beautiful women in Latin America. The streets tell a tale of two worlds. On one side, you see wealthy families and luxury cars, and on the other, beggars and homeless individuals who greet you as you walk by. This stark disparity can leave you feeling uneasy and unsure of how you are perceived. Yet, there's a magnetic pull to explore and immerse yourself in Colombian life, despite the need for caution. In Colombia, you can never be too careful. The person who seems to warm your heart might turn on you for your expensive watch. Even if your car isn't a safe haven, motorcyclists can follow you and corner you at the first opportunity. Over the past 3 decades, crime has claimed thousands of lives, tearing families apart. This has led Colombians to live by the motto, live each day, as if it's your last, cherishing every moment. The desperation here is palpable. Many sleep on the streets with only a piece of cardboard for comfort. This harsh reality fosters a maturity in Colombian children that is often unmatched globally. They are cautious, thinking through their actions and their consequences, reflecting the attitudes of their families. Colombia has become a top destination for elderly tourists from the United States and Europe. Walking through Cartagena, you might encounter Venezuelan refugees selling souvenirs, bracelets, and cigars, often claiming they are genuine Cuban cigars. Despite the country's economic challenges, Colombians are incredibly fun-loving, often seeing the smiles on their faces. Curious about why Colombian women are renowned for their beauty? Their commitment to personal appearance is deeply rooted in their culture, and it's fascinating to see how they balance beauty with everyday life. Colombian women, like their Russian counterparts, are very conscious of their appearance. They genuinely consider themselves beautiful, and it's common to see them taking photos in the country's picturesque spots. One thing is clear: Colombians have a unique ability to find joy in the smallest things. They live with gratitude for their modest lives. While slum neighborhoods still exist, the once powerful organized crime cartels are nearly gone. Medellín, once the stronghold of these cartels, is now a top tourist destination. Visitors often pay their respects at Escobar's grave, reflecting on the city's tumultuous history. In Colombia, a trustworthy person can handle a variety of tasks efficiently in just one day, making it an incredibly cost-effective service. However, when dealing with Colombian men in your daily life, you might encounter a cultural challenge. Adults here, especially men, rarely admit their faults. For instance, if you purchase a service from a store and it doesn't meet your expectations, or if a taxi driver takes you to the wrong destination, addressing the issue can be difficult. Colombians do not appreciate confrontation and dislike blaming each other. Therefore, when you face issues, avoid adopting an accusing tone. This could strain your relationship with Colombians, and you should never use profanity. While swearing is generally frowned upon in most countries, some places are more relaxed about it. For example, in some cultures, people might share a glass of wine and engage in emotionally charged conversations using strong language metaphorically. The other person may not take it literally, attributing it to their companion's state of inebriation. But in Colombia, maintaining your composure is crucial, even if you're somewhat intoxicated. Here, foul language is seen as an aggressive expression. It's also important to acknowledge that in the past 10 years there has been significant migration from the United States and Canada to Colombia. Many people who struggled to make ends meet in their own countries have found a paradise in Colombia. In Colombia, locals often blame Venezuelans for most adverse incidents. Homeless people or misbehavior are frequently attributed to non-Colombians. To succeed and earn money in Colombia, especially in the aid sector, you must invest in your skills. The country highly values educated individuals who can add value to businesses. Cafes are filled with people working on laptops, many of them coding or handling tech tasks remotely. It's said that those in the aid sector can earn more than doctors here. Ever thought about how easy it is to get residency in Colombia? With various options like company invitations or real estate investments, securing a permit can be surprisingly straightforward and beneficial. Considering a move to Colombia? One easy way to get a residence permit is through a company invitation with a minimum monthly salary of $700. For a personal residence permit, investing around $32,000 grants you and your family a one-year permit, extendable if your business does well. Alternatively, buying real estate worth $150,000 in any city gives you a 5-year residency permit, renewable without reporting business activities. Colombia welcomes investors and assesses investments even in tough times. If you enter the country with a 90-day tourist visa and fall in love with it, you can apply for residency after enrolling in a 1-year language school. This shows the Colombian government your commitment to staying. Plus, learning Spanish is invaluable, as billions worldwide don't know a word of it. Moving to Colombia offers numerous advantages, especially when it comes to the efficiency of tasks like opening a bank account or renting a home. These processes are often much faster and smoother compared to the United States and Europe, particularly if you possess a strong passport. Acquiring a residency permit in Colombia is quite feasible, making it a desirable destination for immigrants. Once you're settled, blending in and making friends with locals becomes seamless. Many people move to Colombia for its vibrant culture and lifestyle. Retired American soldiers, for example, often bring their pensions of $2,000 to $3,000, which in Colombia provides a lifestyle that would cost $6,000 to $7,000 back home. This transition offers a higher standard of living and a chance to immerse in a warm and hospitable culture. Plus, Colombia's reputation for having some of the most beautiful women in Latin America adds to its charm, making it an appealing place to start anew. After 10 at night, the city's enchanting atmosphere transforms into a realm of indulgence. By day, this vibrant tourist city offers leisurely bicycle tours to explore magnificent Spanish architecture and find true serenity in the streets. Even simply observing the daily lives of the locals is captivating. As an outsider in Colombia, the locals' routines are fascinating. Each person has a unique rhythm, some opening shops, others painting, many out shopping. This city, once invaded by pirates and empires, is now a tourist paradise where Colombians and visitors become friends. Beyond its stunning architecture and lively nightclubs, the city boasts beautiful beaches accessible by boat. However, beware of taxi drivers who don't use meters. Always negotiate your fare. Only the route between the city and the airport has fixed fares. In Cartagena, it's wise to dress casually and negotiate with locals for services. Colombia's family structure often includes at least 3 children, and in some cases this number can exceed 5. Colombians value extended family setups, frequently living with their grandparents rather than isolating them. So, if you visit any Colombian family, you'll likely meet at least 6 or 7 people in the house. Interestingly, about 30 years ago, Colombian families typically had even more children, often around 8 siblings per family. Even now, many people have a lot of young children. Unfortunately, some are coerced into begging by their families. Another cultural aspect is the high consumption of beer in Colombia. Beer is as common as bread and cheese. The national drink, aguada, is also very popular. You'll see people enjoying this beverage with great enthusiasm in most places you visit. People here can sit and have drinks for extended periods, not out of distress or boredom, but because they genuinely enjoy it. This isn't limited to just men. Everyone partakes in this cultural tradition. Did you know that Colombian street food is more than just a quick bite? Some of the country's most cherished recipes and traditional dishes can be found right on the street, offering an authentic taste of Colombian culture. As for the culinary scene in the country, you'll find a vibrant mix of flavors and ingredients, deeply rooted in the country's rich cultural and geographical heritage. The streets and markets, both in rural and urban areas, are brimming with fresh fish, reflecting the locals' love for seafood. Street food is a staple here, and beyond fish, you'll discover a variety of breads made from ground corn and hearty soups that warm the soul. Fried fish is a popular favorite, but there's so much more to Colombian cuisine. One of the most famous dishes is bandeja paisa, which hails from the Antioquia region. This hearty platter typically includes rice, beans, fried eggs, chorizo, avocado, ground beef, chicharrón, which is fried pork belly, arepa, and plantains. Each bite is a testament to Colombia's diverse cultural influences and climate, making every meal an adventure. Exploring Colombian cuisine offers a unique and exciting experience, with each region boasting its own specialties. Whether you're indulging in street food or dining in a traditional restaurant, the flavors of Colombia will undoubtedly leave a lasting impression. Colombia is a country that you might have heard about in various contexts, whether it's the passion for football, the infamous tales of Pablo Escobar, or its pulsating nightlife. Nestled in the heart of the Amazon, Colombia is home to a population that has long been seeking happiness and joy. The notorious founder of the Medellín cartel, Pablo Escobar, became a global figure through countless TV series and movies. However, after being taken out by U.S.-backed agents, Medellín and Colombia began a rapid renewal process to shed their negative image. Today, they have made remarkable progress in changing perceptions. Streets that were once too dangerous are now bustling tourist hubs. Medellín is brimming with street artists and graffiti, adding a unique charm to almost every corner. One of the most notable areas is Commune 13, a district that has become a focal point of daytime life in Medellín. Commune 13 is among the most photographed areas in Colombia, offering a fantastic opportunity to mingle with locals and experience the vibrant culture. Medellín is known for its warm climate, and when the heat becomes too intense, people flock to the city's many shopping malls. These malls and fairs are lively throughout the day, drawing tourists from all over the world. Curious about the unique transportation options in Colombia? The prevalence of motorbikes and mototaxis offers a fascinating glimpse into how locals navigate both urban and rural areas efficiently. While locals often prefer motorbikes or mototaxis to navigate bustling streets in rural areas, this is because buying a car is financially challenging for many Colombians. Most people struggle to save money as their earnings go toward daily necessities, making motorbikes dominate the roads and giving Colombia a unique feel within South America. Mototaxis offer a quick, affordable way to navigate traffic and reach places cars can't access. Medellín stands out with Colombia's only metro system, including metrocable lines connecting hillside neighborhoods to the metro. Personal car ownership is common, but traffic and parking are tough in big cities. For travelers, car rentals are available, and cities like Bogotá and Medellín have bike-sharing programs and dedicated bike lanes. Colombia, a country 5 times larger than Ecuador, bursts with life and color, home to 52 million people. Spanning over 1 million square kilometers, its geography is incredibly diverse. The Caribbean Sea graces its northern shores, while the Pacific Ocean lies to the west. Bordered by Panama, Ecuador, and Venezuela, Colombia is crisscrossed by hundreds of rivers, enriching its fertile lands. The vibrant population mainly resides in the northern and western regions, while the southeastern and southern areas are covered by dense Amazon rainforests, inhabited by a few indigenous tribes. Colombia stands as the second most populous country in South America, next to Brazil, teeming with culture, breathtaking landscapes, and rich history. Medellín, one of Colombia's most captivating cities, sits north of the capital, Bogotá. Once infamous for Pablo Escobar, it has transformed into a bustling metropolis. With nearly 3 million residents packed into 382 square kilometers, Medellín's skyline is reminiscent of Hong Kong. Known 30 years ago as the world's most dangerous city, today it exemplifies urban resilience and stunning transformation. Before we get into the weather in this country, I have a request for everyone watching. If you could help me out, it just takes 10 seconds to hit that subscribe button. It really helps our channel grow and means a lot to us. In return, my team and I commit to continuously improving the program for you. Do we have a deal? Moving from Europe to Colombia brings many pleasant surprises, especially for families. One of the most delightful aspects is the character of Colombian children. Additionally, the weather in Colombia is a significant draw for people coming from Europe and America. Imagine being able to swap your heavy winter blankets for a simple t-shirt. Colombia enjoys a climate that is neither extremely hot nor unbearably cold. Even on overcast days, it doesn't get too chilly. You won't find yourself sweating from the heat or shivering from the cold. For those earning in dollars or euros, Colombia is a paradise when it comes to affordable services. For example, in the United States, you might pay around $15 per hour for a house cleaner. In Colombia, however, you can hire someone to handle all your household chores for just $15 per day. That's not per hour, but per day. Additionally, in Europe or America, it might be difficult to find someone willing to iron your clothes or cook for you, but in Colombia, these services are readily available and affordable. Located in the northern part of Colombia, not far from the capital city of Bogotá, and even further north from the well-known city of Medellín, lies the vibrant city of Cartagena. Facing the Caribbean Sea, Cartagena is famous for its wild and lively scenes, offering a distinctive Caribbean vibe that you can feel deep in your bones. In contrast, Bogotá, Colombia's capital, is a bustling metropolis with 7 million residents. Known for its colorful cityscape and unique cable cars, Bogotá sits high among the mountains at 8,650 feet. It's Colombia's business hub and a prime spot for higher education, offering a metropolitan atmosphere. However, Santa Fe Street is notorious for illegal activities and is best avoided. Beyond affordable food and lively nightlife, Colombia offers wonders like the Gateway Village near Medellín. Just a 2-hour drive away, this green paradise boasts a stunning rock formation that is millions of years old and is now a tourist attraction. The magnificent lake view, created in the 1970s to provide electricity, adds to its allure. In Colombia's village markets, you'll find music, alligator heads, and rare Amazon fish. Locally made tobacco products are cheaper than factory-made cigarettes. Despite economic hardships, Colombians, especially in rural areas, are warm and friendly. Their diet includes unusual items like grilled turtles. Another marvel is the 5-colored river in the Amazon, discovered in the year 1969. Its red hue comes from a unique plant, creating a sight found nowhere else on Earth. Consider Santa Cruz del Islote, a tiny, densely populated island with 1,200 residents. Without police or hospitals, they live self-sufficiently, relying on fishing and solar panels. Modern amenities like Wi-Fi exist, but they lack a sewage system, using the surrounding water for their needs. Colombia in the year 2024 is a land of contrasts, from bustling cities and vibrant nightlife to remote communities and unique natural wonders. Its beauty, including some of the most stunning women in Latin America, is just one reason to explore this captivating country. If you liked today's video, please give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel GlobeGo. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen now. I am sure you will like this content. Comment below with the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.